Well, good night slash good morning. It is 1:30 a.m. and I really thought that I could pull an all-nighter because I have to work in 1.5 hours. Guess what? We're loading out hogs again. I've posted several videos about this subject, but we're this one, instead of loading out at 5 a.m., we're loading at 4 a.m., which means I have to be awake at 3 a.m. I really thought I could pull an all-nighter, but I'm giving in. I'm going to bed. So we will see if after an 1.5 hour nap, if I feel better or worse than I do right now. So I'll check in a few hours. Oh my goodness. I'm stopped at a train right now. I am running 15 minutes behind schedule. That's unfortunate. It's because I pressed snooze. Never press snooze. I set the alarm at a time for a reason. I'm not quite sure yet if it was a good decision to sleep or not. Frankly, I feel kind of like a zombie. There are not many people out on the roads this early in the morning, I'll give you that. So I'm going to load out hogs. We contact... Oh, that's the end of the train. I'll tell you more later. All right, here's our first truck for the first load. Okay, here's the first truck going out, leaving the yard. And here's our second truck coming in. So I'm not actually filming the loading out process itself because we don't actually own the hogs. We contract raise pigs. So the buildings are ours and we take care of everything, but we don't actually own the pigs. And I don't have permission from the company that owns the pigs itself I don't have like permission to film in there. Just know that the pigs are loved, taken care of, well fed, and we do our best to give them the best lives possible before they go to become bacon and pork chops on your table. All right, back to work. Yay, it's done. And it's 6:15, I think. And the sun is up kind of, but it's really, really cloudy outside. And so there was no like pretty sunrise or anything. I was really hoping it was gonna be a nice sunrise to show you guys, but I'm gonna go home and shower and then usually have to shower again because the smell just kind of gets in your hair. All right, it's morning time now, but I'm gonna say goodnight and hopefully I don't wake up until noon or something. Dad wasn't here this morning, and so I'm totally cashing in. Like, I worked super early, and that means I get to come to work a little bit later, if that makes sense. So hopefully I get to sleep until noon, wake up, eat some lunch, and it's still really cloudy and kind of cold outside. And so I really don't know if it's gonna be warm enough to finish planting that test plot today. So I might do that this afternoon, but honestly, we all know it's the farm. So the day could take me any direction. So good night. I will see you after my shower and nap. Do I look tired? Because I feel tired. Also, I don't know if you can tell, but the wind is blowing 90 to 110 miles an hour. Not really, but that's what it feels like. I have a raging headache. Can't really think straight. No idea what time it is. Took a nap, ate some food, and I am back out in the field because I think we're gonna finish planting today. Fingers crossed. The prettiest wildflowers have been blooming in all the ditches lately, and it is absolutely true what they say. April showers did bring May flowers. All right, on to business. Grant and I's first job of today on this kind of cloudy day, it's very muggy outside, super humid, is going to be putting up a pivot stop so that the pivot doesn't run into Grant's parents' house. I found another pretty flower to look at. Yesterday, Grant went and picked up these big pipes here, and we just secured them. And also yesterday, Grant drilled these holes in the ground with the post hole digger. There you go. And so we're going to, once we have it all assembled, just set it right here. And then those bars, when the pivot comes around, are going to press into this, and then that will stop the pivot. Now that we got it all assembled, just gonna pop it in the ground. All right, pivot stop job complete. Now we are going to get a tire?
We're gonna get a tire, an end gun, and a center drive motor.
Oh my goodness, all right. So we're going on a parts run, but instead of going to the store, we're going to the pivot.
Oh, so this is actually a video. Okay, remember when we gave the neighbors a pivot and they're moving it down the road?
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
Like filming?
Filming, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
That pivot. We gave them the pivot, but we said, all right, we have the pivot, we want some parts off. So we're going to get those parts off.
Gotcha, okay. We're going parts shopping off the neighbor's gifted pivot.
From us.
Surprise, surprise, it's another windy day. Everyone always suggests getting like wind socks and microphones and stuff, but I am sorry. I don't think the best wind mic in the world could control this wind. It is loud and very annoying. We arrived at the pivot. Now we're gonna take the motor off. Got stuff in mine. Okay, so I took this cover off here. Now, made it back over to my farm, and I would just like to say that we are officially done planting corn and soybeans. However, that does not mean that we are done planting. My next job is, you guessed it, we're working right along here. Here's our seed box. This is where all the seed goes. And then here, I'm just gonna open this up. This is where you see the seed plate. This has already been changed out. We're changing from the corn plates to Milo plates. I don't know if you've ever seen a Milo seed, but it's like this big. It's really, really small. And I think we have 10, maybe 15 acres of Milo, so it's not very much at all. So I just have to go through every single one of these seed boxes, change them out so that they're prepped and ready for Milo, and then hopefully today we can get that done. And then we can say we are officially done with planting for 2021. All right, we're gonna be real up close and personal here for a sec, all right? I wanna show you what I'm doing. So I'm gonna push this back, open this and get it out of my way. Then I'm gonna take this special tool. Papa Kurt manufactured this all by himself. And I'm just gonna stick it on here, loosen that. Take this corn plate out, and looks like there's a few extra kernels left over, so I'm just going to get those out. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna take this brush, see how it's right here. I'm just gonna pull that out, tap it off, and then it's going to go in upright position. The other one I got literally on the first try. There we go. It's just because I'm filming. Okay, next, there's a little paper clip here. Dust gets in it. It's not an actual paper clip, but it looks just like it. So I've got this little pick. I'm just gonna clean all the dirt out of it and then push it in the backwards position. Okay, and now this, it's kind of loose right now. I'm going to push it back and then use this pick to grab that metal and secure it so that it doesn't move anymore. Next, I'm gonna grab a Milo plate. Okay, I've got my Milo plate, and you see these little holes where the seed sits? Compared to the corn one, they're a lot smaller. Okay, so now, I'm just gonna fit this onto here. Take that tool. Fit it on snug like that. So it turns nice. And then I'm just gonna reattach this. I just have to do that for all 16 rows. So the row units like this are actually really easy to do. I don't mind at all because there's lots of work room here. It's these row units. It's the one that has the tire, and like, I know it seems like kind of a simple job, but there's just no way to get your hands in there in a really easy manner. So those are the ones, you know how when you get really frustrated, like not angry, but you're just really, really frustrated, and you just start getting really sweaty and you just start messing up because you're frustrated with yourself? Yeah, that's what happens on those. But I'm so close. I've only got 3 more to do. I have most of that row unit with the tire done, but I just want to show you. I just want to show you what it looks like when I'm working around it, okay? Got it. All right, filled up now. And this is what Milo looks like, or grain sorghum. Really doesn't matter what you call it. Either way. Got these all filled up. Milo we plant at 100,000 seeds per acre. They're really, really small. Let's put a lot in the ground. And we're planting with a box planter. And so it plants with the rows 30 inches apart, but we kind of wanted to drill these, but we didn't want to use the drill. We wanted to use the box planter. And so we're going to make one pass and then shift over, make another pass, and shift over, make another pass, so that it's like we're planting on 7-inch rows. It's official, everybody. We are done with planting. You heard me. Done with planting. So to celebrate, we went to the dirt track to watch some racing.
Here, this is the brake lap for your freezing Chevrolet GM Performance Late Models.
We're ready to go.
Todd Mueller in the 24 car. It is right for 26 of Troy Midland. 51 is Les Seabrook from Nebraska. It is right Dick Duncan with 83. Cole Ashby is in the 2. Alex Banks is in the 12B, and Tyler Bridges is in the M17. 15 laps